Forest Hills Country Club has been recognized as a premier private country club in the St. Louis area. The club prides itself in providing its members with the finest in all amenities, including world-class golf, tennis, swimming, and dining. However, the 60,000 square foot country club was experiencing frequent light burnouts and uncontrollable heat issues from their existing incandescent lights. So Forest Hills Country Club General Manager Andy Crow met with Graybar sales representative Kate DeWolf about how a simple lighting upgrade would not only save the country club money, but would help enhance the entire member experience.
Presentation is always a big part of a country club experience. Members are successful in the careers that they pick, and they notice little details like light bulbs being burned out at entryway, big chandeliers having light bulbs burn out. So, we had staff dedicated to walking around every morning for 45 minutes to an hour, changing light bulbs out. We're walking around through the course of the day, and we'd notice, hey, there's light bulb burnout. Well, we know Mike spent 45 minutes or an hour walking around changing light bulbs all morning, so you start to feel like you're chasing your tail a little bit. And it failed on a frequency that was, it was a challenge to keep up with. Our ballroom has 500 light bulbs in it. Even just minimal failure rates add up to pretty big numbers.
The summer months in the main ballroom were also challenging. With many special events held all summer long, the lights would radiate approximately 18,000 watts of heat into the space.
Probably one of the biggest benefits that we've gotten is it's been easier for us to manage the temperature in the room for the members and the guests and the events that we have. BTUs from all those bulbs were affecting our ballroom temperature by 5 or 6 degrees. Kate was a tremendous asset and benefit for us, and coming in, looking around, giving us options as far as what we could convert out, and what was available. We talked about what our needs were from a club perspective and the ability to control ambiance and dim, and overcoming some of those stereotypes of LED lighting. Kate helped point us in the right direction to make sure that we were getting everything we needed.
Graybar proposed a combination of GE LED lamps to replace the existing incandescent lights across the country club. The new lights put out significantly less heat and last much longer, all while reducing energy and maintenance costs. Thanks to the upgrades, Forest Hills expects a first-year energy savings of approximately $10,862, which would result in a 5.5-month payback, and projected 10-year energy savings of approximately $143,133.
We were hesitant when we entered into the project to a certain degree of, are we going to have members complaining that they don't like the lighting, that the ambiance is not good anymore, and all the things that you would be concerned about from running your club on a day-to-day basis. And we didn't get any of those complaints. If anything, we got positives that the lighting was better during daylight. We were still able to control the lighting at night and the ambiance and keep all those things in place. So the things we were worried about and had hesitancy about, we got none of that negative feedback. The only thing has been positive. So.
Forest Hills also qualified for local utility rebates. Graybar assisted with the entire process, helping to secure approximately $8,690 in rebates for the country club.
The utility incentive through Ameren on the rebates on the bulbs, obviously was a big sell point when you have 6 CPAs on your board. So that definitely helps close the deal. But Kate went through and basically laid everything out of how the rebate worked. She filed the rebate forms for us. Really, we provided a little bit of information, and then we ended up getting a check in the mail from Ameren, to offset the cost of the bulb. So you've got the upfront cost, and with the rebate, it was the no-brainer.
Call us today at 1-800-GRAYBAR to talk to a lighting specialist and schedule a free lighting assessment.